All right, folks, buckle up because tonight we're diving headfirst into the swamp, the festering, putrid swamp that is the modern American judicial system, and the absolutely unhinged, frankly terrifying mental unraveling of the liberal left. Welcome. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, your nightly dose of true serum in a world gone mad. Yes, you heard me right. The judicial system, once a bastion of blind justice, now a playground for activist judges twisting the very fabric of our Constitution to fit their radical woke agenda. They're not interpreting the law, they're rewriting it from the bench with a stroke of a pen. They're releasing violent criminals back into our streets while hardworking, law-abiding patriots are being dragged through the mud for daring to exercise their God-given rights. It's an outrage, a disgrace, a full-blown assault on the very foundation of our republic. And what about these liberal elites? These champions of tolerance and inclusivity. They preach unity while simultaneously demonizing anyone who dares to disagree with their radical ideologies. They call us names, they smear us, they try to cancel us, they claim the moral high ground while their cities crumble under the weight of crime and chaos. Their streets overrun by the very policies they champion. But here's the real kicker, folks. The elephant in the room. That the mainstream media refuses to acknowledge the rampant mental illness that's gripping the Democratic Party. Like a vice. I'm talking about delusional, the unhinged, the utterly detached from reality. They're living in a fantasy world where men can magically become women, where borders are mere suggestions, and where socialism is a viable economic model. They are so consumed by the ideological fervor, their woke psychosis, that they can't even see the destruction they are leaving in their wake. They cry about systematic racism while ignoring the very real problems plaguing our inner cities. They scream about climate change while jetting off in their lavish, carbon footprinted, heavy vacations. They lecture us about equality while rigging the system to benefit their own elite circle. It's hypocrisy on steroids. A grotesque display of cognitive dissonance that would make a psychiatrist's head spin. And let's not forget about the constant barrage of emotional outbursts, the hysterical streaking, the virtual signaling that becomes their trademark. They're so emotionally fragile, so easily triggered. It's a simple difference of opinion sends them spiraling into a full-blown meltdown. They're like toddlers throwing a tantrum, demanding that the world bend over to their every whim. But we, the silent majority, the forgotten men and women of America, we see through their charade. We see the chaos they are creating. We see the damage they are inflicting, and we are not going to take it anymore. Tonight, we're drawing the line in the sand. Tonight, we're saying enough is enough. Tonight, we are reclaiming the country from the clutches of these radical leftists, these mentally unstable ideologies who are hell-bent on destroying everything we hold dear. So grab your coffee, grab your Bibles, and get ready to fight, because the battle for the soul of America is just beginning. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. Let's get started. Hi, everyone. How is everyone tonight? Man, every day is a new adventure in this world that we live in. I hope everybody's doing great today. I hope you guys had a great day. Mine was so-so. And hope it gets better. I won't be able to put my ad out early in the morning. Got a doctor's appointment real early. Got to get back from there and try to work on an ad and get out there and see what we're going to have on tomorrow night's show. We got a hell of a list in my email ready to put out there. Just haven't had a chance to go through it all. But we're going to. Don't worry. And welcome. Anyone new to the show, welcome. We're glad to see you. Don't forget to say hi in chat wherever you're tuning in from. We're posting. I'm trying once again. And I know you guys are going to crucify me for this, but I put up YouTube today. Oh, yeah, we're going to see what happens. Seems like every time that I do a live stream on YouTube, it gets shut down. Oh, yeah. The last one we tried to do was something with Trump. It was a debate or something with him or an interview or something. They shut me off 12 minutes into it. I appealed it. They said, oh, my bad. We were bad. They gave me the 12 minutes back. It was a like 3-hour show or something. It's ridiculous, but we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if anybody from YouTube will join in. I haven't put it up for a while. Hey, John. Hi, Becky. How are you guys doing? Let's see what we got going over here in Getter. We got Sean. We got FGS. We got John. We got everybody. How you guys doing over there? Let me see. I got to scroll up. I don't want to miss anybody over there. Oh, we got everybody in there. How you guys doing? Glad to see you. And we got Cloud Hub. We got Facebook. We got Twitter. We got YouTube. Hi, everyone. Don't forget to say hi in chat. And last but never least, Wimpkin.com. The Wimpkin Warriors are awesome. And let's get going with saying hi to Mark. What's going on, Mark? Mark is from the UK. Love that guy. He sticks in there with us all the time. He's awesome. Lee. There's my buddy Lee. Everybody's in here. Awesome, guys. John's over here, too. Colin from Scotland. How you doing, Scotland? Colin still ain't getting something from 3 months ago that I sent him. And that sucks. And I still can't find nothing out about it. William Brown, what's going on? Sean, man, you made it early tonight. What's going on with that? Welcome to the show, everyone. You can't see me below. There below, I stream to different places. If you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, thumbs up in Rumble, everything that you got going. Please do it. It helps the channel grow. We got to get more people in from Twitter in there. X, we got to get you people in there. Don't forget to say hi when you come aboard so we know that you're there. Hi, Sharon. Ray, what's going on, Ray? How's everyone tonight? All right, guys, we got a lot going on. Tomorrow is Friday, right? So I'm hoping to get the articles in and out of the way. Still in England. Thanks, Colin. I wish that thing would get out of England. Man, somebody's probably got that thing in their pockets already. But it's nice to see everyone. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share all my live streams because it helps the channel grow. It helps to get the truth out to people because you're not going to get it anywhere else. You won't get it from this lame-ass media that you see on TV. That's why everybody's coming here. And that's what we want them to. So, all right, guys, let's get busy. And don't forget to come over to Wimpkin.com, guys. Try it out. Do the web version. Do the app. Whatever it is, you guys are going to love it. Don't get censored like you do on every other social media platform. Unless you're being a dumbass and doing something stupid, you're not going to get censored. You're going to love it. Join us in chat. You guys are going to have a blast. Trust me, it's awesome, and you will have fun. We have fun every night. We do a lot of conversations. It's not only about what I'm doing in here that they talk about. There could be some cooking stuff. There could be talking about chickens. Because I got chicken, Vic got chicken, everybody got chickens. And we're working on that. And we talk about all different kind of stuff, guys. That's what makes everything fun. That's what we're here to do, but we're also here to get the truth out. We're also here to keep the Democrats out of power because they have destroyed this country. They continue to try to destroy it with their corruption, and they're paying off these judges and these corrupt-ass judges doing stuff that it beyond their authority, and we've got some of that going on tonight. So we're going to get started, though, and welcome to the show again, and I hope you guys have fun. Hi, Vic, over there next, and let's get busy with some stuff. We're going to start off where we kind of left off yesterday with Jasmine, the rotten Crockett. Yeah, tell me, Sean, what it is again. She getting charges pressed against her. You heard me right. From Laura Loomer. I guess the journalist or guy was her employee. that she attacked. You guys remember this from yesterday? Take a look.
Hello, Congresswoman.
Horse manure. Well, that sounds like fun.
Wait, Congresswoman Crockett.
But it sounds.
Congresswoman Crockett, you were recently on a Tesla takedown call calling for violence on the
that's what it is
29th.
to be here, right?
Would you like to clarify your comments?
As you can see.
Congresswoman, will you condone violence at the
This bitch needs removed from the government totally. She needs to get put back to the hood. And then rushed out, and somebody got to get her out of Texas. I feel sorry for the people of Dallas. You got the skank in there that is embarrassing Dallas and embarrassing Texas. After what she did the other night, we had 4 things that she did, and trying to make fun of Governor Abbott's injury that caused him to be in a wheelchair from a tree falling on him, to everything else, calling for violence, being a hoe rat like she is, and she needs to go. This is embarrassing. That's pathetic. Never, never should she be allowed to be in government again. No, Colin, I actually mailed it through the United States Postal Service. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I'm going to check on it through here again and see what they can tell me. They're not telling me anything. And don't forget, guys, I will be starting to give away stuff again. Mugs like this right here. And I got some stuff over here. Just haven't been getting into it very lately here. But I do giveaways. And it will. Jasmine Rotten Crotch Crockett. Thank you, Sean. All right, there we go. But it will take some work from you guys, because I ask you to send me your name in an email, so I put you in for the drawing. I got my hat here, and I still have some names in here from our giveaways for Christmas, and I haven't been giving anything away, so I still have names in here, and we got a lot to give away. I still got like 30 mugs or something like that, 25 maybe. I got some coins still to give away. Oh, yeah, I got a watch over there. I don't know what the hell else I got. Got a lot to give away, but let's keep getting into it, guys. We're getting offhand here. So, Laura Loomer is pressing assault charges against her. And I accidentally deleted my article. But it is going to happen. We'll see what happens. And I think I heard yesterday that it's a skunt. Yeah, there you go, Sean. I like that one, because sometimes a skank and a cunt is not just enough. That is right. That is not enough for her. But I'm glad they're finally putting assault charges up against her. That would be great to see her go to jail. Yeah, she get them Jerry curls and stuff in there. Yeah, oh yeah. All right, let's keep going. Trump is to impose 25% tariff on all cars not made in the USA. That is what we want to see right there. Now, people, these tariffs are not going to, you're not even going to notice them. So don't get it bent out of shape and get your panties in a bunch, you liberal idiots, because you won't even notice the small amount of change it's going to make with these tariffs. But once these tariffs kick in, you're going to see your taxes go down, 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 and maybe disappear. Think about it that way before you go crying your liberal tears, because I can wash my truck in your liberal tears, and I'd love every second of it. So there we go with that. All right, let's see what we got going on here. We'll get rid of that. Now we're getting into one badass woman here, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She and Trump are aiming to end federal funding for news and tax breaks for nonprofits causing harm. And who she's talking about? NPR, PBS. Oh, yeah. Why? Take a listen.
Get your singing voices ready. And we're going to start with our hips. The hips on the drag queen go swish, 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 swish. The hips on the drag queen go swish, 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 all through the town.
I can't watch anymore. I downloaded the damn thing, but this is why when they were at that hearing yesterday and they were questioning the PBS and NPR directors or whatever you want to call them, presidents of those public broadcasting systems, she said that these shows were not aired. And they most absolutely were. Marjorie Taylor Greene showed them right there. This kind of shit went out to 3-year-olds to 8-year-olds. The woman sat there and lied in front of the committee and said it was not. That is the most disgusting, putrid. This is what we're talking about because of the show. Right at the top of the thumbnail, mental illness within the Democratic Party and these liberals. I couldn't fit it on the whole thing, so I had to leave liberals out. This is the kind of putrid stuff that we should never, ever see. Hey, Vic and Rumble. Vic is there. Vic is everywhere, but she's awesome. All right. If you guys missed her show, too, Violent Vixen 29 and Wimpkin.com or on X, check out Rebel Chicks with a Cause. Great show. You got to watch it. Check it out. All right. What else we got here? We got to get rid of these pieces of garbage. This is just as bad as pedophilia. When these people are doing this in front of babies, and they are babies. I don't give two hoots what you guys say. They're nasty ass. Then they should be put in prison. They should be buried under a prison. They're nasty. Did I see Rowdy in there somewhere? Rowdy, what's up, Rowdy? All right, let's keep going here. What else we got happening? We got help. Oh, we got another Marjorie Taylor Greene here. Marjorie Taylor Greene. And I want to see Mark's opinion. Hi, Tammy. I want to hear Mark's opinion on this. Hi, Mark. And Deborah. Hi, Deborah. And because this one, Marjorie Taylor Greene delivers brutal takedown of British reporter in a fiery press confrontation, tells her to go back to her own country. Oh, my God. Beer Back Roads, what's happening, man? All right, listen to this.
Get your singing voices ready.
Oh, hell no. We ain't watching that a second time. How about this one?
Yep. Anybody else?
Should the Defence Secretary...
What country are you? Wait, what country are you from?
The UK.
Okay, we don't give a crap about your opinion and your reporting. Why don't you go back to your country where you have a major migrant problem?
Okay,
and you no. You should care about your own borders.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
Let me tell you something. Do you care about people from your country? What about all the women that are raped by migrants?
Do you care
No,
about
by migrants. No, do you care? Okay, you're done.
Do you care about American lives being put at risk?
You know what? I don't care. I don't.
Members fighting for your country.
I don't care about your fake news. Do you have a relevant question? Yeah, this is an American journalist. Thank you.
I'm an American.
Yeah. I asked Mark's opinion because he is from the UK. And he said he's seen it and he loved it. I didn't want to offend him. I like Mark. So I don't give a two shits about that reporter. I don't know her. And obviously Marjorie Taylor Greene knows her and just told her the way it is. Worry about your people and worry about your women getting raped by these Muslims and shit that's in there and all the illegal criminals that have crossed over into UK. The UK and us, we were tight. And now all of a sudden you get these liberal idiots and these Muslims over there and this shit like just falls apart. That shit's got to stop. And these dudes, there's their mental cases right there. Mental cases like that. You don't wake up one day and say, I'm something you're not. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. That's a mental problem. And that it goes for the entire liberal and Democrat people out there. You guys back this shit, you're mental too. You don't like it? Tough shit. All right, what else we got here? Here we get into the judges again, guys. And if your guys are getting sick of this judges stuff, let me know in chat and we'll stop. But this goes on. We talked about this last week. What? How many days, guys? Almost every day last week. We're talking about them again here. The people, they are abusing their authority and they should be removed from the bench, period. Lose their law license, everything. But we got some that weren't even born in America. Wait till you hear about this. That'll be coming up in a second. Ah, she's great, right, Deborah? That's great. All right. Appeals court declines to lift judge's order blocking deportation flights under the Alien Enemies Act. They don't have the authority. That's what pisses me off every time I read these articles. Republicans have criticized this Boasberg as allegedly overstepping his power by questioning the President Trump's national security authority. None of it's illegal, none of it's unconstitutional, and they're still doing it anyways. Why the Republicans are messing with this and letting them do it and listening to them is beyond me. I know they want to stay above the Democrats or down here because just alone with Biden's paying off the student debt, not paying them off, putting them on to us, and they totally went against the Supreme Court, the highest court in our land, and still did it anyways. Nothing was done. Why are the Republicans doing it? Sometimes they're just going to have to grab their cojones and just do it. And to hell with them. We got to sound like the Democrats. They've been getting away with it, and not a damn one of them has been held accountable. How many years? Probably more years than what we're wanting to talk about. But, yeah. My tiny state beat them ourselves in 1812. It's so great. All right. We kicked their ass for fun. Yes, that's right, Sean. But this is the stuff that keeps going on, guys, and they're allowing this to happen. Not only that, here this asshole is again. Anti-deportation judge outed for political bias gets impeachment articles from the GOP. Now, we talked about that yesterday. We knew that was coming. But right now is the time to get them. We control the House, we control the Senate, we control the whole damn works. Will it happen? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm a little still leery about it. We got a lot of rhinos in there. So let's get rid of this one. I'm going to show you this next one if it comes up. Everything's running slow today. I was on my phone watching Vic and Rebel Chicks with a Cause, and I lost all sound. I had sound everywhere else, but they're on her show. I don't know what was going on, and I just lost show. So I had to wait till I come down to my studio to be able to finish your show. I only missed about 15 minutes of it, but of course, this article I want you to see is. I'll show you this one first. I'll show you the guy from Texas that filed the impeachment charges. Take a look.
Another issue that made national headlines last week is the dust-up between the Trump administration and federal judge James Boasberg, who blocked the deportation of Venezuelan migrants that the government identified as members of the Tren de Aragua gang. After the president said the judge should be impeached over his order, Congressman Gill filed articles of impeachment against the judge. Congresswoman Crockett responds after Gill discusses the measure.
Judge James Boasberg, a rogue D.C. Circuit Court judge, has abused his power of the judiciary, weaponized the judiciary, politicized it to usurp President Trump's clear plenary Article 2 powers as Commander-in-Chief. And remember, he did this for the purpose of turning a plane midair full of some of the most violent, brutal, ruthless terrorists to demand that they come back into our communities. That is a usurpation of power. It's unconstitutional and it's wrong.
What did you make of the Chief Judge?
Now, I'm liking this guy. What do you guys from Texas think about this guy? Let me know in chat. Now, Deborah said it right here. She said Republican Party have weak spines and sick of the lip service, little to no action. Some are just being blackmailed and made obedient to the CCP. And she got that right on the money. And that is what's going on. We see these guys. They make it sound good. They make it sound like they got some cojones, but they don't. I listened to Jim Jordan again today. What's he doing? Calling for another hearing. I'm so sick of hearing that. It's pathetic. Now, this one, we're not done with this idiot yet. Can you guess which judge protected Hillary by delaying release of 15,000 of her emails until after the 2016 election? What do you guys think? Yep, you got it. Boasberg again. This piece of shit's been corrupt for years, probably the whole time he's been on the bench. He's been putting up there by Roberts, the Supreme Court Justice, because I thought he was a Republican. I don't know what the hell about that. But, oh, yeah, he helped that nasty-ass woman out and withheld evidence, which is election interference. So why hasn't anything been done with that? You can remove him immediately right now because of that. Oh, my God. This just gets better and better every day, don't we? Uh-oh. What happened with that? I don't know what happened with that. Whoops, an error occurred. Please try again.
Another issue that made
that one's working. Well, delete that. All right. What do we got here now? We got federal judge. Okay, let me do this first. We got Texas out there. Texas likes him. Guys, we need 100 more like him. You need to get somebody in Dallas like that, Tammy, because I'm kind of liking him. We don't fall in love with the politicians, people. Remember? What do? We fall in love with the outcomes. The outcome, that is a good outcome. Hey, I got an error on my TV back there. I'm going to try to do some remodeling and get rid of my TV and do some other stuff. I might put Trump's picture up there right in here with the flag and stuff. Yeah, I might do that. Haven't had a chance to. Been busy. We'll get to it, though. All right, what else we got here? Let's go. Let's keep going here. Federal judge denies Trump's administration's effort to ban transgender people from the military. Once again, they don't have the authority to mess with this. U.S. District Judge Ana Reyes denied the DOD's motion to dismiss the order. Take a look.
A federal judge today furious about Team Trump tweeting one thing and the Justice Department saying another thing entirely in court. Government attorneys have been arguing that the ban on transgender people serving in the military is not actually a ban, that it only applies to individuals with the medical condition of gender dysphoria. So Judge Reyes pointed to a DOD tweet that said this, quote, transgender troops are disqualified, end quote, and said this, I am not going to abide by government officials saying one thing to the public, saying what they really mean to the public, and then coming in here to the court and telling me something different, like I'm an idiot. I am not an idiot. The court is not going to be gaslit. The Secretary of Defense called it a transgender ban. This idea that you all can just come in here and pretend or have us pretend that what's happening is not actually what's happening is totally unacceptable. Everyone knows what the ban is intended to do. Everyone knows. The judge says she will reinstate her initial pause of the ban as that case continues.
I hate to tell her something, but she is an idiot. It was all the same thing. And we said this before on how many times have we had to talk about these mental freaks. They are mental patients. You don't want to give. You teach them to fight. You teach them to shoot. You teach them how to make bombs. And then you're going to let them out on the streets after they quit or leave or whatever. They're mental freaks. They should not be around weapons or bombs. They bitch and want to take guns off of legal, real mentally people that are mentally fit. They want to take guns off of us because of some mental freak out there shooting up shit. These people are done. They are trash. Oh, I like that trash. I saw that, Sean. Thank you. That helped me. What's Sean saying? What? It dead on arrival in the Senate, so the solution is to dissolve the district court. And all they got to do is give them different cases. They're allowed to do that. They can give them traffic cases if they want and keep them out of this stuff. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. They can reassign them. Get them the hell out of here. If you can't fire them because of all the legality bullshit, get rid of these judges. This is pathetic. Now we got the judge refuses to recuse herself. No surprise there, from the Perkins-Coie case, where Trump was going after the law firms for all this stuff. Anyone surprised that this woman's not going to recuse herself? Just like all the other corrupt judges in New York and Georgia and everything, not going to recuse themselves. They should not have the power to say that. There should be a committee, a person like the Bar Association or something that can overrule these people and show the corruption that's going on. This is pathetic, and it is not happening fast enough to get these people held accountable. Not for me, anyways. All right, what else we got here? Get rid of this one here. Now, I don't really put a lot of, what do I want to say? Emphasis, I guess, maybe. I don't really give a shit too much of what Bill Barr has to say. But former AG Bill Barr accuses judges of usurping Trump's authority on deportation flights. Barr claimed that Boasberg overstepped his authority in the ruling and that it violated the president's constitutional power to decide how to handle foreign nationals in the White House, believes it poses a threat to national security. Take a listen to what they have to say about Bill Barr.
Former Attorney General Bill Barr has made headlines by slamming federal judges for overstepping their authority regarding deportation flights. He argues that these judicial rulings are a direct attack on President Trump's executive power to safeguard national security. The controversy centers around the Trump administration's use of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to expedite deportations of migrants linked to violent gangs. Judges have issued temporary restraining orders, causing backlash from Trump supporters who believe that the judicial branch is exceeding its authority. This conflict raises questions about the balance of power between the executive and judicial branches in the face of national security. As the debate continues, the nation watches closely to see how this confrontation will shape future executive actions. Public opinion is divided, with some supporting Barr's call for presidential authority, while others fear the implications for judicial independence.
All right, I was looking at some messages and stuff I'm getting on Facebook too. And they've got a protest, supposedly Becky's sending me in Facebook about a protest at the Tesla car dealership. They're not, it's about an hour for me, over by Pittsburgh, and I can't make it there Saturday to go and cuss some of these people out. So unfortunately, these people are pathetic. They don't even realize that Musk doesn't have the authority to shut anything down. He got to give everything to Trump. And Trump decides, or his administration, they all decide. Trump has the ultimate last word, not Musk. It has nothing to do with it. You just love how these people go from loving Musk in 2017 to now hating him because he's uncovering their corruption. And you got the mental midgets out there believing everything that they say. That's pretty sad too. Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty much it for all these liberals. All right, guess what, guys? We're not done with judges yet. Oh, no, we are not done. Let me get Bill Barr the hell off of here. But we got 1/3 of D.C. district judges were not even born in the United States, had no prior judicial experience when being appointed. How the hell do you appoint a judge with no experience? At least being a lawyer or something. But you're going to appoint somebody, grab them off the street. Why? Because they are puppets. And I've got a whole list of them, and I'm not going through them because they give each one of them. Like the United States District Court of the District of Columbia, the source of many of these cases interfering with President Trump's authority, has 15 judges, counting Chief Judge James Boasberg, and 5 of them were born outside the United States. How is that even possible or legal? But I guess it is. You're not president of the United States, so I guess you don't have to be born in the United States to become a judge, and a high judge at that. But we found out, guess what? They're corrupt. So somebody got to change that, and this whole judicial system needs revamped. We have pathetic individuals, and they're allowing pedophilia. That's the even worst part yet. You couldn't even have you couldn't even flash somebody, and you putting on a list. Oh, yeah. Try it and see what happens. They'll applaud you. Oh, yeah. We will hit you in the face or whatever else is sticking out. Olaf. Hey, what's that? What's Olaf? Now, the last thing is pathetic piece of shit that owns Walmart. She's the heiress to Walmart. Christy Walton funds a nonpartisan ad prompting anti-Trump speculation. That bitch needs to stay out of politics and worry about Walmart because the prices are going through the roof there. And I'm so sick of them getting into politics. It's unreal. I just threw that in there because that was one of my last emails in there. But she's pathetic. They need to worry about that and worry about all the trash that goes into their Walmarts and stinking and dogs and animals being let in there. That is pathetic. I can't even stand it being let in dog, and they're not even service dogs. I have no problem with service dogs being in there. But these are just people bringing their dogs in, shitting on the floor around food. That is so disgusting. It's unbelievable. All right, guys, that does it for my articles. But we do got Kristi Noem. She went to the prison, and I'm going to show you a short video of her being there. Look in the background, guys. Check it out.
Here at CCOT today and visiting this facility. And first of all, I want to thank El Salvador and their president for their partnership with the United States of America to bring our terrorists here and to incarcerate them and have consequences for the violence that they have perpetuated in our communities. I also want everybody to know, if you come to our country illegally, this is one of the consequences you could face. First of all, do not come to our country illegally. You will be removed and you will be prosecuted. But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use if you commit crimes against the American people.
Now, you see that they put the good guys, the ones on best behavior, up front. Do you know what those guys are doing behind them when they see her? I'm not going to tell you, but I bet you can guess. It happened. I've seen it. I lived it when I was working there. I've seen them do it personally with some of the women that we had working in our prison. Trust me, it's nasty. All right. What do we got here? We got this from Johnny on X. Yeah, I had to do this one. Going to file this thing under I don't need to know. Oh, yeah. Wait until you take a look.
I am pretty shocked at the lengths that young girls now are willing to go to attract boys. I don't know if you guys have heard of this trend through TikTok called vabbing. Okay, I just found out about this. Apparently, some teenage girls now, before they leave the house, are sticking their fingers down there and then wiping it on their neck to try to use their pheromones to attract boys. The confidence of Gen Z is so fucking wild and truly disturbed. I mean, cold day in hell that you would catch a millennial or older wiping anything from this area on their neck like goddamn potpourri. That was so not the message taught to us about this area by our elders, right? They were like, hey, lock up your shame. I'm going, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. We didn't even want anybody to know we had a vagina. We were just walking through middle school like, okay, conceal and carry. Okay. Nobody see it, nobody smell it. Just spraying 17 pumps of Bath & Body Works cucumber melon.
All right, this goes on for a little while ago, but I got a real quick story for you because the inmates, yes, it's another prison story. You don't like them, tell me, I won't tell you anymore, but this one's funny. The inmates had a woman, and it just so happens when he sent me this reminded me of the story that, how do I say this? And don't be so gross. A woman would take a women's panties and do that and mail them back to the inmates. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So they had women's panties in a Ziploc baggie. And I'm not giving you the rest of the story, but I bet you guys can figure it out. It's nasty. And, oh, yeah, it's crazy. These judges protecting pedophiles and cross-dressing groomers are either files themselves or being blackmailed for indiscretions they committed for control. Most definitely, Deborah. You got that right. Oh, Vic, I ain't saying that. All right, but you can figure out what those inmates did. Guys, I've got stories for you. 10 years worth of being at the prison. Wow, I could tell you stories, but that's for another day. Stunk in the dollar store, yes. All right, let's see here. Okay, let's get into this one. This one, Hunter's supposed to be broke, right? Take a look.
Breaking news. Hunter Biden fled to South Africa ahead of a grueling deposition in a California lawsuit. With 24/7 Secret Service protection, he checked into a $500 a night luxury villa, claiming he's too broke to continue suing. But is this just an expensive excuse to dodge a deposition? Last week, Hunter Biden was due for a deposition in a California lawsuit, but instead, he jetted off to Cape Town with 18 Secret Service agents in tow, staying at a $500 a night luxury beachfront villa. Although claiming to be broke, his actions seem to suggest he's avoiding tough questions. Meanwhile, the high costs of Hunter's Secret Service detail could cost taxpayers up to $500,000. At a time when the Secret Service is stretched thin, his getaway sparked outrage, particularly as taxpayers are footing the bill for this costly protection. Ziegler, the man at the center of the lawsuit, claims that Hunter's move is a clear attempt to dodge his legal responsibilities, further fueling the controversy. This scandal has created a firestorm in the media, highlighting Hunter Biden's controversial privileges. Public opinion is quickly turning against this use of taxpayer money, and the question now is, should his Secret Service protection be revoked? The political divide grows as both sides point fingers at the cost and ethics of his actions. What do you think? Do you believe Hunter is too broke to continue the lawsuit, or is he just running from tough questions? Should
he running from tough questions, and we all know this was done before, and they already pulled his security detail. How the hell is he paying $500 a night in a beachfront resort, whatever, when he can't afford to do anything else? What happened to the millions of dollars this attorney paid to catch his taxes up? What happened with all that? What happened with the cars, all the houses and everything? Something fishy going on here again, guys. And I'm hoping, well, you know, the Republicans aren't going to get into it. That's for sure. Makes too much sense. All right, let's keep going. Did any of you guys ever watch the airplane movies? The comedy ones? You know, where crazy shit goes on the planes and, right? Well, take a look at one with Joe Biden.
Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man.
Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Roger. Huh?
And 98% agreed we should still keep a mask over Nancy Pelosi's face.
What am I doing here?
Huh?
I want to be clear. I'm not going nuts.
And like a lesbian coming out of the closet, we're all saying no more mandates.
How old are you? You're like 19?
Mayday! Mayday!
Mayday! Mayday, what the hell is that?
I've got to get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Your crew is in complete control of the situation.
True international pressure.
There's absolutely nothing to worry about.
But in a real crisis, it collapses like a...
I like those airplane movies. I don't know about you guys, but Tammy did say something I forgot about. How about the insurance for all of his burned up paintings? Right there. You got them, Tammy, right there. That's pretty good. Deborah says money is sent to overseas accounts trying to hide assets, and we're not stupid. Exactly right, Deb. William Brown said he will have to sell his painting. You notice, though, people stopped buying his paintings after everything was going on. Not a painting was sold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know that was money laundering. Did you guys like that airplane deal? That airplane, I love those movies. They were funny as hell. And there's like so many of them. There's like 20 or something now or something like that. Wow, what the hell did I just do? Okay, let's get back into here. Uh-oh, what do we got? Oh, we got another prediction from The Simpsons. Let's take a look at that.
The United States is not united anymore in 2026 due to Trump's decisions. In a shocking episode titled The End of Great America, The Simpsons predict the unimaginable, the collapse of the United States. The episode opens with a tense news broadcast. It has finally happened. The United States is not united anymore. After Trump's return to the presidency, a series of disastrous and reckless decisions leads the nation into a devastating civil war. Protests erupt nationwide. States begin declaring their independence one by one. Texas and California lead the way, followed by Florida and New York.
Yeah, we're going to see what happens in 2026. See if the Simpsons are right on this one. I doubt it, but we'll see. We got another Jeff Dunham with Walter as Biden. I love these. Take a look.
I think my son Hunter wants me to give up cycling for skiing. Really? Yeah. He keeps saying the powder's great. Sure, that kid is the smartest man I know. Really, yeah. Which tells you one thing. What's that? I know a lot of dumbasses.
That's right. Gotta love Jeff Dunham when they do that with Biden. That's funny as hell. He tried to do it with Trump when Trump was in office. Didn't go over so well. It was funny, but he couldn't make fun of Trump as like he could with this. It's so easy to make fun of these Democrats and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. She was a walking comedian. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Everything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, we got Wayne's World. Take a look.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Justin Trudeau is the kind of king of woke, where he has no idea how to lead his country. Galileo! 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 This is a form of fascism going on. Yes.
The Oval Office should be a command center. Instead, it's a storm center. There's only chaos.
Phil, what are you doing here? You're partied out, man. Okay, now tell me, Noah. I've always wanted to know.
If you want a president who defines the job as spending hours a day watching TV...
Well, she has a bow in her head.
We need Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Get right out of town. No, that's it. Thank you for being on Wayne's World. It was informative and stimulating.
You gotta love Wayne's World. That's an old show. I don't even remember the movie, and I know I watched it when it came out. But shit, I think that was late '80s, wasn't it, or early '90s? I can't even remember, but it was funny. All right, guys, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You guys are gonna love this.
You take it. It's just a picture. What about people? Lights, camera, action! It's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Am I coming in clear?
You should open your mouth a little wider when you speak.
Hey, Mom, I said, am I coming in clear?
I want to be very clear.
I want to be very clear.
Let me be clear.
Great. He's completely unharmed.
I'm famous. I'm a TV star. Wait till the kids back home hear about this.
We don't trust their promises.
Small fringe minority of people who are on their way to Ottawa or who are holding unacceptable views.
There are now reports a similar protest is being planned in the United States.
I never thought my life could be anything but catastrophe.
Let's not kid ourselves. Joe is shot.
He's blocking all the chocolate.
The suspense is terrible.
He's gonna go this time.
I hope it'll last.
Go on, boy, go on.
My job, especially as a woman, and the first woman to go as far as I did.
Show pop.
It happens every time. They all become blueberries.
If you are wise, you'll listen to me.
Don't care
how. I want it now.
Like the Oompa Loompa Loompa Dee Doo.
That was hilarious. Oh, that was funny as hell right there, guys. She's stupid too, Colin. You got that right, Tammy. She is dumb as hell. All right, we got one time for one more. And this is another Jeff Dunham with Bubba J. I love me some Bubba J right there.
Gotta do something about my gut. Are you gonna start working out? No, I'm gonna get a bigger shirt. Somebody told me that to stay in shape, I should get a trainer. Yeah, that's a good idea. I did it. You did. Yeah, how's that going? Pretty good. So far, I can sit and shake and roll over. And then I get a cookie. So what else do you know about L.A.? The bad traffic here reminds me of marriage. How's that? You're stuck in it because there was an accident. Walter told me to tell that one. That's a good one. Here's another one Walter told me. You want to hear this? No. Getting married is like your iTunes agreement. How's that? You'll have no idea what you're saying yes to, but you'll agree just so it'll shut the hell up. So you've been to Disneyland? Oh, I love Disneyland. Did you? Yeah. Did you see It's a Small World? Is that the one where you go on a date and it turns out she's your cousin and you go, ooh, small world? Been there, done that. Hey, did you know they now sell beer at Disneyland? I did know that. How old do you have to be to drink beer at Disneyland? Oh, no, everything goes by height. So you got drunk at Disneyland? No, I stayed drunk at Disneyland. Bubba J, that's not good. I know, it was bad. At the arcade, I thought we were really hunting and I shot Donald Duck. He had a big one in the suit. Now he walks a little goofy. You get it? Goofy. Hey, did you know that here in L.A. last week, some guy tried to sell me a map to the stars? Oh, did you get it? No, I went, duh, buddy, just look up. So, Bubba J, when we're in Southern California, are you ever worried about earthquakes? No, I'm used to it. The ground is always moving when you're hammered. If it stops suddenly, that's when I fall down. No. Hey, do they have Walmarts in Los Angeles? Sure, you like Walmart. Oh, yeah, it's so convenient. Where else can you get Jesus left, kid? Ooh. Sorry, I screwed up the joke. Okay. Wait a minute, you screwed up the joke. Don't make me say what I did, you did, and then make it your fault, my brain hurts now.
I see so, and that's right. But I have to repeat this. See, this is from Colin. Oompa Loompa Dippity Dee, there's no brain inside AOC. That is freaking hilarious, Colin. I love that. That's where we're going to leave you at tonight, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys have been awesome. I love coming on here and talking to you guys. It's awesome. You guys make it so great for me to come on here. I love reading this stuff in chat. You got some funny stuff in there, and I love getting you guys' opinions on things. It's been awesome. I've got an early day tomorrow. I got to leave here at 6:30 in the morning. I'm not sure what time I'll get back, but I hope you enjoyed the show today. Let me get this one tonight, and I'm going to have a lot for tomorrow. I'm hoping to get home real early so I can get stuff done, get my ad out, and get you guys something going on. And I've got a lot to do, so thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys have been awesome, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share all my stuff. And again, I will see you tomorrow, and I'm going to leave you with this. And so, folks, we've laid bare the stark reality of our times. Its judicial system twisted by ideology, and a liberal movement gripped by a dangerous detachment from reality. Remember, this isn't just about politics. It's about the very soul of our nation. It's about the principle of justice, the sanctity of our Constitution, and the fundamental sanity that underpins a healthy society. We've seen the chaos, the hypocrisy, and the sheer unadulterated madness that become the hallmark of the left. But we must not despair. We must not surrender to the fear and frustration. Instead, we must rise. We must speak out, and we must stand firm in our convictions. Let tonight's discussion be a call to action. Let it fuel your resolve to defend the values that we made America the greatest nation on earth. Let it ignite a fire within you to reclaim our institution, to restore our sanity to our discourse, and to bring back the common sense, people, and principles that have guided us for generations. Remember, we are not alone. We are the silent majority, the forgotten men and women who love this country, who cherish our freedoms, and who will not stand idly by while our heritage is eroded. So take heart, patriots. Tomorrow, we'll dive deep into the heart of these issues, expose the hidden agendas, dissecting the deceptive narratives, and arming you with the truth that you need to navigate these turbulent times. So join me tomorrow night right here for another powerful episode of The Conservative Viewpoint. We'll continue to shine the light into the darkness, to expose the lies, and to champion the values that make America the beacon of freedom for the world. Until then, stay strong, stay vigilant, and God bless America. I will see you guys back here live tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chicks with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Until then, have a great rest of your evening, everyone. I will see you back here live tomorrow.